Get my hands on as many balls as I could, and take advantage of that. Caitlin? Yeah. We're done.
Oh, Lex.
Do you observe the joy that Caitlin Clark is experiencing after escaping the stress and pressure of the WNBA, while the WNBA and its fans are in a state of chaos due to her substantial contract in Europe?
The prevailing thoughts coming into this day, you know it's your last day, and those first like 5 minutes compared to what you're feeling maybe now. Take us through the emotions of the day.
I think the biggest thing is, coming to this day, honestly, I'm just fortunate. Like, I know this is the end. To be able to have that, whether that's sad, whether that's happy, whether that's, whatever, I think.
The rumors that were once mere rumors have now become undeniable facts, causing the fans to tremble in their seats. The confusion is tangible and the fans are unable to comprehend it any longer. Some fans are still struggling to recover from the nightmare that was the nightmare.
5, 10, and 6 for you. And what we were just talking about, Caitlin, is that you guys consistently are getting everybody's best game. Where does the energy, the motivation for you personally come from to deliver night in and night out?
I think just, being grateful that I get to take the court every single night with these girls. The opportunities are slowly dwindling for this season, and, that's just what it's kind of about. Come out and compete every night, no matter what season it is or what game it is. That's what it's all about. I thought we stepped up and played really well. I thought our first half we kind of slacked a little bit, but played some good defense there in the second half. They made some tough shots. They made tough twos, and that's what we're going to give up. But overall, I thought we, competed well.
However, it is not only the supporters who are perplexed by this unexpected development. Experts and sports personalities are still endeavoring to comprehend.
She was chosen #1 in the WNBA draft and took a team that had won 30 combined games over the previous 4 years to its first playoff berth since 2016. Clark had a rookie record-setting year. Here she is.
I feel like basketball has really consumed my life for a year, so I feel like it'll be good for me to kind of reflect back on everything that's happened. Like, I feel like I didn't even have time to really reflect on my college career because it ended so fast, and then I came here and was trying to give everything I could to this team, and it was special. There was a lot of things that this group accomplished that, a lot of people probably didn't think was possible.
All right, Caitlin finally getting a moment to breathe, right? As she just mentioned, didn't even get to reflect at all on her college career and just jumped right into things and had an epic season. How would you describe, Chanae, her historic career? A year this far.
Yeah, Caitlin Clark came into the WNBA as the most impactful women's basketball player we've seen in a generation.
In reality, the magnitude of the situation is difficult to comprehend, particularly when one considers the substantial contributions that Caitlin Clark has made to the development of the WNBA during her rookie season. Currently, she is preparing to embark on a transatlantic journey. Basketball fans worldwide are now faced with a critical question. How did it come to this point?
Yeah, I think one of the best decisions I've ever made in my life is, committing to Coach Fluter and committing to play for the University of Iowa, whether it's the way our fans have supported me, whether it's been the way I've been able to represent my state where I grew up and I love the game of basketball, whether it's been my family being at every single game. There's not a regret in my mind of how things went. I'll be able to sleep every night even though I never won a national championship. And I think that's the thing about everything I've done is there's so much to be proud of. I don't sit and sulk about the things that never happened. I just, my mom always taught me keep your head high, be proud of everything that you accomplished, and I think I'm still hungry for a lot more too. It's gonna be a little weird, I think. I'm probably gonna want to run out there on the court and keep playing for Coach Fluter. I wish I could have the best of both worlds, but I can't.
Alrighty, our guest today is a 6-foot guard from the University of Iowa, the NCAA all-time Division I scoring leader, the first pick of the WNBA draft,
Woo!
WNBA assist leader, all-star, and 2024 WNBA Rookie of the Year. She's the most requested guest in the history of our show, and the Time Magazine Athlete of the Year, Miss Caitlin Clark. Please welcome everyone. Yeah,
I appreciate it. I'm excited. I don't get excited about many things, but this is at the top of my list. So
we made it, Jason. We've made it.
The astonishment is prolonged. In addition to Caitlin Clark's decision to depart, the broader implications of her departure to Europe for the WNBA and Women's League in the United States and the rest of the globe are a concern?
I just think that she's elevating the profile of women's sports in a way that most women should deeply, deeply, deeply appreciate. She's a phenomenal player. She's a phenomenal shooter. I call her the Steph Curry of women's basketball. I've been calling her that since last year. And to speak to her, to be around her, she's got charisma, she's got style, she's got bravado, she's got class, she's smart as hell. Communicates her thoughts very, very well. She is so incredibly marketable that what she is doing on the collegiate level, her coming into the NBA and the WNBA, you could just feel, I don't want to use the word resentment at all, because it's not fair to women basketball players out there who may have critiqued her. But what I'm saying is that when you're talking about her greatness, it is perfectly okay for those who have been great to say, okay, let's see what you've got.
The European League's acceptance of her when she graces their courts is of paramount importance. Caitlin Clark is not like any other player that has come into the WNBA. She is exceptional. Everything she steps into the court, the entire atmosphere changes and becomes electrifying. She provides something special to the game that others don't possess. Her incredible shooting. The game is undergoing a transformation as a result of the precise...
On ESPN since 2019, the WNBA draft ratings were up 300% to 2.45 million. But the president is wrong here. She is compensated fairly. I'm sorry. After all, the one person not complaining here is Caitlin Clark. She clearly is happy with this arrangement. We should also focus on the $500,000 that the commissioner says she will likely earn through incentives, not on her base salary. Ultimately, the WNBA players, like every professional league, collectively bargain their contracts and their share of the revenues as well. And while NBA players receive around half of league revenues, WNBA players do not. And the simple reason is they didn't meet thresholds laid out in their contract. The WNBA had revenues around $200 million last year, the NBA $10.5 billion. One part of that discrepancy is attendance.
How many accolades did we leave off? How many accolades do you have right now at this point, Caitlin?
I think you might have made some up. I don't know.
Yeah, well, I don't think so. I'm pretty sure on that. I feel like you're kind of like Wayne Gretzky for basketball right now.
Gretzky.
The amount... If you go to the Wikipedia page and you look at like the list of like awards and achievements, it's like endless. It is. Yeah, we had to limit it to this list just to get the show started.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
Is there any accomplishment, I guess, of all these accolades that has meant the most to you?
Oh gosh, that's a good.
These qualities have made her a sensation not only in the United States, but globally, from her record-breaking college basketball days to her extraordinary rookie season in the WNBA. Clark continues to exceed expectations, establish new boundaries.
Caitlin Clark adding another milestone, her latest coming Sunday in the Indiana Fever's 92-75 win over the Seattle Storm, as she broke the WNBA single-season rookie mark for assists. Stephen A.
She's the real deal. Listen, I believed in her from day one. You knew that she would only get better and better. She's averaging 17.8 points this season, 41% shooting, 33% from three-point range, leading the league in assists. Her last 5 games, Shannon, 22.5 points per game on 46% shooting, 11.4 assists per game. They've won 4 of their last 5, and now the Indiana Fever are 7th place overall and in playoff positioning. Caitlin Clark is real. She's coming, and I still contend she should have been on Team USA, Shannon. You saw the attendance for Team USA compared to everybody else. If she was on that team, that wouldn't have been a problem. I stand by my position from day one. She's real.
Crowd here in Gainbridge Fieldhouse as the Indiana Fever return for the second half of the 2024 season. And the 2024 season is one these fans will never forget.
Go Fever!
Go Fever!
Go Fever!
fans from Iowa, South Carolina, Vermont, Texas, and even as far as Canada filled the stands Friday night to celebrate the return of the most watched team in the WNBA after a month-long hiatus.
It's our first time here, so we're just excited to come from Iowa, to come here, help support women's sports, basketball, Caitlin Clark, the whole business.
It's everything. Girl Dad, shout out all the girls.